Hey, you know what really sucks besides being hunted down by other people that are trying to murder you? Is when Pawn decides to murder you. That's right. All reason I've been gone for a whole week. More than a week and a half has passed by since I got sick. And I'm still trying to get better, so if my voice sounds different. That's the reason why. But yeah, I caught up. I had myself enough time to try to get more videos recorded for all y'all. I had so much time to record so many videos and basically just give myself a break whenever I felt like needed it, especially when I get sick. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that Pawn would kick my ass for a good week and a half. So now, all the videos that I had set up to give me some leeway in case this happened, it's all gone, plus a whole week, which is again what happened last week. Why there's no videos been uploaded last week. So I'm still recovering. So it may sound weird in some certain parts when I talk, or the editing's gonna sound wonky, and that's the reason why. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and continue. Mr. Susumi, this is Maya Chozawa. Ah, so you're the one. The Tomato Police was looking for you. Glad to see you're alright. Sorry, I should have told someone I was okay. I was just so pissed off. Falling right into Hihaku's hands, I got myself into some deep shit. Hihaku seemed like they're still up to something. We'll have to make sure they clean up their act once and for all. Get it? Because they sell soap. Such a dad joke, but I love it. Nice one, boss. You're really on top of your game today. Stop trying to make me feel better. I shouldn't have said anything. Fucking here you go. More importantly, Mayu, thank you for your cooperation with Yoshimi. We'll get to the bottom of it, I promise. Oh, you must be Detective Irio. I heard a lot about you from Hajime. I'll be counting on you. Catch whoever did this, no matter what. Oh, Mayu, did you meet with Hitomi? Yeah, I met her at the spot I was told. She was acting tough, but I think the incident with Hajime has her really shaken up. I briefly explained her situation and had her give Hajime's talisman to me. Here, this is what you're looking for, right? Yes, I believe that's it. Thank you so much. Mr. Susumi, about this. Right. You should hold on to it, Mio. Not like we could use it as is. Try to figure out what we'll need to do once we both get halves together. Understood. I'll see what I can do. Do you know where the other talisman is? Yes, probably. This is Hajime's last job. Finish it for him, okay? We will. I guess this is the end of his family line too, huh? All the people who inherited that talisman before him are already all gone. Yeah, it sounds like they all got murdered trying to get it. Oh, Mr. Susumi. I received a message from Paranormal Affairs earlier. It wasn't from Nakagoshi, but I had someone look into something for me. So even the desk jockeys are lending a hand. Brings a tear to your eye. So, what they say? Right. About the Onmyoji woman who was in Edo at the time of the Honjo accident. She was a person of great beauty and discerning taste, but also shamelessly did whatever she wanted. It seemed to match the person seen in the resentful memory for the foot washing mansion. Huh. So she must have been the one who fought with Simon over the right. And they found that her name was Ashino. Ashino, huh? What else? That's all. That's not much help. Oh, but apparently she was quite the powerful Onmyoji. and she died bearing a similarly powerful resentment. It's possible that she became a vengeful spirit with a connection to the 7 mysteries. A vengeful spirit? If any descendants of Ashino or people otherwise closely aligned with her live today, there's a possibility that the spirit awakened and possessed by them. Yeah, you mentioned before that spirits can possess people who are closely in sync with them. So this of course doesn't mean the spirit houses her complete personality. Her resentment and her spirit power, those are the parts of her that would have the strongest influence. Since Simon's descendants are still around in the present, it wouldn't be surprising if Ashino's were too. They might just be desk jockeys. They wouldn't give us this info if it was only speculation. They must have found some amount of evidence, looking into abnormal phenomena or things like that. Oh, the Feast of Shadows. There it is, our abnormal phenomenon. Mia, what do you mean? The person who initiated the curse this time, who we've been calling the mastermind, they might be possessed by the vengeful spirit of the Onmyoji named Ashino, the enemy of Simon. Do we have any idea who they could be or where to find them? Like, if you looked at them, Mia, would you be able to tell right away? It's like how I didn't realize that Michio had fused with your consciousness, Yako. Common spirits will leak spirit energy left and right, but I can't notice them just by looking carefully. But when spirits of a higher caliber fuse with someone's consciousness, detecting them isn't so simple. Oh. I'm sorry. The skills still need a lot of work, and I don't have anything else to offer. Mia, that's not true at all. You're fine. We'll make this work somehow or other. Thanks. Basically, I believe the mastermind behind everything is a woman possessed by the vengeful spirit of the Onmyoji Ashino. I bet you it's Ayumi. I see. Is this mastermind also the one who killed Hajime trying to get the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll? Yes. I think that's very likely. But that's how it is. And I want you to catch them no matter what. I heard you had a cursed stone too. Yeah, I should give it to you then, right? Those things really are a pain in the ass. I'll gladly hand it over to you before it starts giving me any crazy ideas. So this is the beckoning light, huh? Alright, it's safe and sound with me. Sorry you won't be able to bring them back. Don't worry about it. You and I were always prepared for the worst anyway. What the? What's wrong? Damn. The trigger for the beckoning lights curse is some serious shit. Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I said it'd give me weird ideas. See what I mean now? How's it work? I'll leave you a note you can read later. We have more important things to worry about now. Right. Mr. Susumi? Does that make it 5 curse stones that you've gathered now? Should be. I'm gonna get the other 4 on the wraps as soon as we can. Let's see. I have no idea about the Whispering Canal. Someone made off with the one-sided reed which Dejima had. Yeah, damn shame. After that, we don't know about the Taiko of Sugaru either, do we? So, we can assume that curse bearer is still prowling around there with those ones. What a headache. Hopefully we can find them soon. Nope. Come to think of it, did old man Nashimiya end up getting away? The word's already out, huh? He was cornered but managed to take a hostage and escape, is what I heard on the radio. What happened after that? That's all they're reporting. Here's what really happened. He was killed? And the hostage was Susumi's daughter, whose whereabouts are still unknown? Yep. His daughter showing up was a huge surprise. Even Boss couldn't believe it. Damn it. The hell do you expect? No one could have seen that coming. Though there's already an emergency search underway for her as a key witness and suspect. I'll be rejoining the search for her after we're done here. Key witness and suspect? But wasn't she a hostage? Could she have killed Najima and fled the scene? Well, it's just a possibility. If we're talking possibilities, might as well tell them everything. It's very likely that Najima was killed by a curse stone. What? By a curse bearer? It's already evening, so the effect of the Feast of Shadows will be starting to return. Yeah, which makes it likely that a curse was used to kill him. Boss, you're repeating yourself. Try to calm down for a sec. What that would mean? The inspector's daughter's probably a curse bearer, right? Huh. Did you say something? Maybe I'm losing my hearing in my old age. Boss, you can hear just fine. Don't play the old man card every time you want to get out of something. We even talked about how she might have that Taiko Sugaru if that's the case. Did we? My memory's a little hazy. You've got a soft spot for your daughter, don't you, Inspector? It's a little too close to home now. But either way, we have to find her as soon as possible. That's why we'll be joining the search as soon as we're done here. One more thing. There's a very good chance that his daughter has Michio Shirashi's talisman. All the more reason for you to get back to that search. Best of luck. What the hell has she gotten herself into? Now, is that everything we needed to chat about? If you don't need anything else, we'll be going back to the search. There actually is one thing. Oh? What's that? Just completely hypothetical. Hypothetically, what if the inspector's daughter was their mastermind? I mean, she's a woman. It seems like she was after Tasman. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's freaking Ayame. And Ayame is freaking insane. Sorry. Don't really understand what you mean. Boss, come on. We gotta look at all the facts. But that would mean Inspector Shitsumi would also have to be one of Ashino's descendants. Oh, right. You're just a normal person, right, Inspector? Unless that's why you're so resistant to the paranormal. Freaking here you go. I love that, man. Don't believe I've ever heard anything about being related to some onmyoji. No. But, well, if you put it like that, her being the mastermind is possible. Really? I say possible, but I mean unlikely is what I want to think. Damn it. I don't even want to imagine it. Boss, if we're going to consider it, we have to do it properly. No dragging your heels about it. No, it's not that. There's something I never told her. Never wanted to tell her. The truth is, she's not my real daughter. What? 20 years ago. Well, it's a long story, but we took her in when she was just a baby. Do you know anything about her birth parents? You could say I do, I guess, but really, I don't know anything. What's that supposed to mean? I don't get it. Here we go. You heard what I said, didn't you? Just now? About 20 years ago? No, boss, that can't be. Nejima's? That's right. When we arrested Fumichika Nejima, there was a baby at his house on the brink of death. That was my daughter, Ayame Susumi. She goes by Ayame Tano now. What? Someone had to take care of her. The baby holds no blame for the circumstances she came from. But boss, according to Nejima, that baby, it's his former lover reincarnated using black magic. What? Personally, I think that story's bullshit. And according to Najima, my goodness, it's hard to believe from Najima's behavior, but could it really be? Yeah, I've got a few doubts. We have to question whether the Shino woman ever really existed in the first place. There are no records of her, and no body was found. Her name never came up once during the investigation. Even if this woman really existed, I'm skeptical that someone could be reincarnated as a baby through black magic. I agree. No matter how you look at it, a spell with that effect is hard to believe. Even the supernatural has rules that must be followed. Seems more likely he's deluded himself, not wanting to recognize that a spell he risked his life on failed to work. That's my thinking too. The more natural conclusion is that the baby is his and Shino's, and that she died in childbirth. As long as we don't know Shino's origins, we have to consider the possibility that she would be a descendant of Shino. If nothing else, their names are pretty similar. Okay, assuming all of that is true for a moment. Yama getting taken away by Najima and then killing him. That would mean that she killed her own father. Calm down. This is all still conjecture. And now that Najima is dead, we have no means to investigate. But regardless of everything, there's only one thing that matters. She's my daughter. As her parent, I'm responsible for her. Nothing can change that. I understand. Alright, we should get back to the search. We'll find her and clear up all of this. Yes, sir. The talisman you young ladies are looking for has something to do with this as well. I'd appreciate it if you could help us find it. If anything happens, please call the police. We will. I'm worried about Hitomi, so I'm gonna go ahead where she is. I'll be waiting to hear some good news from you all. Alrighty. The conclusion. Ooh, is this it? Is this the end of it all? Hey. How long has it been since we saw each other? 3 years? How have you been? I think the last time was when you came to see me after deciding to go to university. That wasn't because I wanted to see you. I just needed money to pay my tuition. Huh. Not one to mince words, huh? You came alone, right? Yeah, it's just me. You make it sound like I'm handing over ransom money for hostages. I just don't want to get caught, okay? Never thought I'd see the day that you called the police. There's something I needed to see you about. Well, alright then. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's go through the things one by one. The sun is starting to dip down into the horizon. This long day is about to end. You don't have to worry about Najima's threat anymore, but I sure didn't expect this to happen. She sure has changed over the past 3 years. Got more of a grown-up air about her. Hard to believe she's still the same little girl who would get omelet all over her face when we took her out to eat. Wait a minute. Is that how far back I have to go for a happy memory together? No wonder she hates me. Yeah, that probably will be it. She called the police asking for me by name and demanded that I come meet her here alone. They asked if I wanted the team to set up a perimeter, but I had them stemmed down. Sure, she might make a run for it, but I don't want her panicking if she has a curse stone. Besides, I'm not trying to take her in by force. You have a curse stone, don't you? I do. You wouldn't happen to feel like handing it over, would you? The police will handle any damages the curse cause. Now, before you do any more wrong with it, I'm not giving it up. Of course not. Me being a curse bearer, are you after my life? That's exactly what I'm here for. I didn't come to chat. We can talk all you want, but as soon as the condition for my curse is met, I'll use it. No hesitation. Damn, he's really, really cold. Well, let's see how this all ends for us. Or do you have more than one? How many curse stones do you have? 3. Not that it matters. 3, huh? I'm not handing them over. Can I ask you one thing? Do you know anything about the talisman Michio Shirashi had? Michio Shirashi? From the car crash you were in with that Namagaki guy. Oh, with Yutaru? Yeah, it was there. Yutaru? That sounds like... So you and him were, not really. He was kind of a boring guy. What? You're serious? But he said... You're getting off track, Mr. Susumi. Talisman. Get back to the talisman. We shouldn't have relied on him for this. They're really judging him. Well, if you don't plan on seeing him again, it doesn't matter. But with the hit and run case on top of everything, you're really in deep. Is that really what you wanted to talk about? Yeah, no. Tell me about the talisman. Did you take it from the scene? You mean this? That's it. I picked it up at the scene of the crash. I didn't want to leave fingerprints behind. That's all? There's really no other reason? What's the big deal? Is it really that special, this whole thing? Yeah, it's real important. Would you mind giving it to me? Important? For what? For putting a stop to the curses of the 7 mysteries. Oh. So that means if I give you the talisman, I won't be able to use the right? Then no way. I'm definitely keeping it. I screwed that one up. Yes, you did. Mr. Susumi, we really can't do any better than that. Come on, the talisman. Probably should have sent someone else out here besides him. Will you give me the talisman? What? No way. I can't lose the right. Why are you willing to go so far for the right of resurrection? What do you want with it? Even if I told you, you wouldn't understand. You just call it stupid and dismiss the idea completely. Come on, I wouldn't do that. Maybe together we can think of a way for you to get what you want without resurrection. I want to bring Katsushika Okiie back to life. Okiie? What? Okiie, the Okiie artist? That Okiie? You want to bring him back to life? That'd be quite the feat, huh? That's you. I heard you liked his art, but why would you do something so stupid? See? The only time I ever felt there was a place I belonged was when I was immersed in the dreamlike world of Okiie. Though, I'm sure you never noticed. Really? I had no idea. It saved me. Okiie is the reason I'm still alive today. I didn't know you felt so helpless. You would only realize it now. Too late. Feeling sorry won't do either of us any good. From the moment I heard about the rite of resurrection, I knew that was my destiny. If this is all I ever accomplish, I'll die happy. You're really serious about this? I'm sorry, I couldn't save you from Najima. Are you hurt? There it is. That's so like you. What? You're only mentioning that now? Shouldn't that have been the first thing you asked me? Well, I was just... You're not worried about me. All you cared about is yourself. Yeah, you're right. I've been selfish, I know. Oh, come on, Master Sasumi. You can do better than that. You really screwed up there, huh? I'm fine. I managed to get away somehow or other. Right. I'm glad. How is she? Yasuko, I mean. Well, I haven't kept in touch with her. I've been on my own this whole time. I'm sure you reached out to her, though, haven't you? I did call her this morning, actually, just to make sure she was safe. She's been running around all over the place looking for you. Sounds like she's fine to me. Did you contact her after I called the police to tell her you heard from me? I did not. Well, I've heard you're running into nightlife and staying out late these days. They don't want her to wear more than Shorty has. You don't want to talk. She's got so much sass. Then I'll put this bluntly. Did you kill Najima? And if I did, would you hide me from the police? Well, I don't know if I... That's what I thought. Your job is the only thing you really care about. Hey, murder's murder. It doesn't matter if it's family or not. Yes, I did it. You... I don't think he even knew I was a curse bearer. He brought me to those gardens, and I realized while he was talking to me that he fulfilled the condition of my curse. So I just gave it a shot. I didn't think it would actually activate. So, there's no going back now. That's not true. You can still make things right before you make them worse. Let me say it another way. This is my chance, and I won't throw it away. Your chance? Your chance for what? Did Najima say anything to you? He said a lot of bad things about you, that's for sure. Yeah, not surprised there. So I said a lot of bad things about you back. I didn't want to be outdone. Harsh. In that sense, I felt just a little like he was my kindred spirit. No. Kindred spirit? What are you talking about? He's a dangerous criminal. Was a dangerous criminal. But I'm a murderer now too, aren't I? Maybe we're not so different. No, you're different. Am I? No, she's not. She's got she needs help. Well, maybe not that different. But at least you're honest. I know I haven't been the best father. I wonder, of all the fathers in the world, are there any who wouldn't cover for their child if they committed a crime? How should I know? You're the detective here. You must have seen plenty of cases like that. Yeah. Plenty of parents take the fall for their children, but give them a place to hide. As a person, it's wrong, but maybe, as a parent, it's the right thing to do. I don't know. But I think having a father like that would make it easy to go with him for advice if I did do something wrong. Maybe there's a sense of security in knowing that no matter what happened, you'd have at least one person on your side. I see. So that's what it would take to be on your side. I can't do that. That's okay. I wasn't really expecting you to. So, Ijima really didn't tell you anything? Not really, no. I think I've let you talk enough. Mind letting me have a turn? By all means. You're hiding something. You're hiding something from me, aren't you? Well, sure. You can't live as long as I have without having a secret or two. Of course you tried to dodge the question. Now then. Let me tell you how my curse stone, the Taiko of Sugaru, works. What? My curse bludgeons to death anyone I find out is hiding something from me. So if you try to cover something up that I know is true, I'll be able to use my curse on you. Oh wow, that's kind of annoying to try to use. With that in mind, can I ask you one more thing? You know, that's the very opposite of his. Because his, even though he doesn't know what's truth and what's a lie, the curse will automatically tell him that they're lying. He doesn't need to know that there's, about the truth. So hers is more annoying compared to his. But it also seems very appropriate for them. I get it. Why you wanted to see me. Now let me tell you one thing first. The Evergreen Beach has a similar condition. I can use my curse on anyone who tells me a lie. What? How is that fair? And you use that curse on me? As an officer of the law, it's inexcusable. But as a parent with a duty to his child, I have no other choice. Are you threatening me? Do you really think that's enough to convince me to do as you say? I don't want to use it either, but for your sake, I suggest you try not to lie. Go ahead then. If I lie, then so be it. Okay, I'm gonna ask. If you try to hide it now, you really will die. So, simple enough. All I gotta do is be truthful. Am I your real daughter? I'm just the baby you picked up to replace your stillborn, aren't I? And you could never bring yourself to tell me who my real parents were, so you just kept hiding it. Still too much of a coward to tell me, huh? You don't like the truth, but you won't admit it. And my real parent is the man I was just with. Ayame! Is that all you have to say? And I only have one answer for you. You are honestly and truly our daughter. Nothing more, nothing less. Even now, you're still trying to hide it? Why? Are you really that stupid? Boss, why? Is your pride worth dying for? I should have known. Why? Why go this far to hide it? Ayame, listen. Huh? You're... How? Ayame. Be proud. No matter what happens, you are our precious daughter. No way. How are you still alive? I don't know what that piece of shit Najima filled your head with. But you're not Shino. And you're not Ashino either. You're our daughter, Ayame Susumi. Right. I guess it's Tono now. Oh, that's fine too. Susumi, Oh no. Both will always be part of who you are. What? Why are you doing this? That's not true. The curse proves that it's not. Sure, you probably don't have any memories of us playing together. And I did leave everything at home to your mom. I was barely ever there for you. Even so, when I was working, no matter how grisly a crime scene I was at, all I ever wanted was for you to grow up to be happy. That's it. Why? Why say all of this now? So, do one last thing for me. I want you to tell me the truth too. And if you lie to me now, I'm taking you with me. Ah, I can't. The mastermind behind all of this, the one who awakened the curses of the 7 mysteries in order to use the right, wasn't you, was it? No. I wouldn't even know how to do that. And picking up Michio Shirashi's talisman was just coincidence, right? Huh? Yeah, I already told you that. Ah, good. Hearing that, I can rest easy. You're nothing like Nijima. You can stand on your own 2 legs. You can keep living without escaping into a fantasy. You can hate me. You can dream all the crazy dreams you want. Just don't ever stop trying to do good. You're a victim of your curse too. It's not too late to atone. With a hit and run, or using the curse, don't run away. You can still make things right. I know you can, because you're my daughter. And after that, just live the best life that you can. Dad! Boss! Boss! Ah, crap. I don't know how to feel about this. That day, at 6:18 p.m., Ayame Tono was taken into custody. Usui Susumi's death was confirmed at the same time. The 5 curse stones possessed by Susumi, as well as the 3 given up by Ayame, lost the curse bearers. This temporarily extinguished their spirit power, allowing Mio Kurosuzu to obtain them and steal them away without difficulty. The Yin talisman possessed by Yamitono was recovered and transferred to Mio Kurosuzu as well. Thus, any massacre that could potentially be caused by the iteration of the curse was prevented before it could ever happen. Or so it seemed. Sorry for keeping you out so late, Mio. I can't take my mind off the curse bearer who was never found. Oh, it's no problem for me. I usually work at night anyway. Did you see Ayako home safely? Yep. We sent her home in a patrol car earlier. Apparently she put up quite a fuss saying she wanted to see things through to the end. Thank you. The Feast of Shadows was starting to take effect. It would have been dangerous. Oh. What's wrong? Next is Detective Ariel? What? Wait, what does she mean by that? So much has happened this evening, but it's still not over. We haven't found the curse bearer at the Whispering Canal, and we still have to put a stop to these curses. 8 p.m. With no one around? This place is silent as the grave. No one wants to go out at night in these parts after everything that's happened over the past 2 days. Anyone here? Nope. Oh, this is interesting. I can't get my mind off the remaining curse stone. The Whispering Canal? and who the mastermind is. But we have to deal with that thing before I can worry about any of that. How's it going with the 2 talisman? Have you figured out the location of the record of Fate's Yin scroll? I have, more or less. When I combined the contents of the 2 talismans, they formed a seal which could be undone. The things inside the talismans that looked like scraps of wood were actually a tiny scroll kept folded up by the seal. Who would have thought that talismans actually contained the scroll itself? So that's the Yin scroll then. What's it say? Well, there's one more seal we have to undo to open the scroll. It's given me some trouble, so I was actually hoping you could help me out. Okay, unlocking the seal, got it. Sure thing. I don't know what I'll be able to do, but let me at it. Wow, I didn't expect you to be so eager to help. It's oddly reassuring. Okay, let's see. There are 5 seals holding the scroll shut. I think we have to remove them in the correct order. Each seal has a different design: harp, a light, a beech leaf, a taiko drum, and a reed. Remove the 5 seals in the right order. Okay. If we get it wrong, is it going to, go boom? Huh? No. We'll just have to try again. I tested it once already. Oh, you already tried it yourself? So brave. I think it's devised so the seal can only be undone if the curses for the right have already been unleashed. And I think there's a hint to opening it hidden in something related to the curses. Just let me know when you're ready. Okay, what could that be? What was it again? It won't explode or anything, so we might as well give it a try. I see. Okay. Remove the 5 seals in the correct order. Maybe it has to do with... Okay, that sounds right. Wow, you got it right. It's open. Getting it in just 2 tries? That's great. Nice job. It was easier than I thought. We just looked at a witch event, followed a witch. Now, we can finally read what's written inside. Let's see. Yeah, that was a lot of reading I had to do. I see. What did it say? First, there's a detailed account of the tragedy surrounding the Rite of Resurrection that occurred in Honjo back in the Edo period. The whole story of what we call the Honjo incident is laid out clearly. That incident was the origin of the 7 mysteries of Honjo and the curses, right? Yes. The resentment of the victims of the incident turned into curses, which are the curse echoes. The contents are organized like an answer sheet, so it doesn't just give us the information we need. Is there anything else? Yes. Here's what we've been looking for. I bequeath this scroll to future generations to be used in the event that calamity should arise from this grievous incident, it says. Wow. You foresaw all of this happening? And it continues. Those who seek to forestall disaster must gather these 3 items in one place to cast my rite of cleansing and expel all rituals and curses in full. My soul, that is my curse echo. My body, that is a living continuation of my bloodline. My mind, that is my own consciousness. What? Wow. If we gather these 3 things in one place, Simon's Rite of Cleansing will activate and completely negate the curses in the Rite of Resurrection. Oh, that's it? That's exactly what we need. The 3 things are Simon's soul, body, and mind. How do you get that, though? The guy's been dead for a very long time. It says the soul is Simon's curse echo. His curse echo? But Simon himself is part of the 7 mysteries. Now that you mention it, Mr. Rashi said something along those lines before. There's another hint written here. My curse echo holds my curse. My curse brings ruin to curse bearers. What kind of hint is that? Maybe it'll make more sense if we keep looking. But will the curse echo still appear if the curse bearer is already gone? Next, the body's a descendant of Simon's, please. Wasn't Yoshimi a relative of Simon? He and Michio Shirashi, who had the other talisman. Both of them had already passed by the time this iteration of the curse was unleashed. Damn, that's true. What are we gonna do? This bloodline was so split up, there have to be others. Oh, there's another note here too. Where? Is it another hint? As for the body, seek not only one who bears my blood, but one with strong spirit sense. Such an individual will be able, if a spirit attempts to possess them, to instead take control of that spirit themselves. So it says. Do we know of anyone like that? Can't think of anyone. Let's move on for now. Next is the mind. What's the difference between the mind and the soul? In paranormal theory, that humans are made up of soul, body, and mind. The mind is essentially thought to be part of the spirit that makes up one's consciousness, or oneself. It's like driving. The body is the car, the soul is the control system, and the mind is the driver. I see. I think that makes sense. So is there a hint for finding this one too? Well, let's see. There's this. Should the rite of resurrection be activated elsewhere, so too shall my mind be awakened there. Simon tried to steal away the rite of resurrection. Yet before he could, Ashino stole the record of fates. So as a countermeasure to the rite being activated, he made it so that his mind would be released from the seal. Okay, but what does that actually mean? What it means is, Simon's mind awoke the night the rite was activated and must be possessing someone out there right now. What? Well, we have to get that person together with everything else. Alright, so we have to find the curse echo, the descendant, and the person possessed by Simon. And we just get them together in one place and we'll be good to go. Right, but there is one thing. The second and third ones could both be the same person. Oh. But who could that be? If it's like how Michio lost her memories when she was possessing Yako, Simon's consciousness might not be aware of who it really is. So if he learned the truth, would he start to act on his own accord? Oh, then that person could already be... Oh, hold on a sec. Someone's coming this way. Huh? Excuse me. Could I interrupt you for just a moment? It's her! I forgot her name, but it's her! Who might you be? Would you buy this empty can of juice I just finished drinking for 10,000 yen? Really? Huh? I'll even throw in these bones from some fried chicken. You can't beat a deal like this. I don't really want them. Don't say that. Come on, they're delicious. Actually, I thought I might just have a picnic right here. Won't you join me? Sorry, I don't understand. What should we do? Well, it's not like we need this exact spot. We can't do anything with other people around. Let's just move somewhere else. Sorry. We're in the middle of something, so we'll just be on our way. What? It hurts. Oh, come on. She's got that curse. This is a curse. That was pretty smart on her end, honestly. What? Really? So, wait, if she was the curse bearer in the beginning, and she killed us, we never looked away from her, though. Right? But then she died. Wait, what? Oh god, this is so confusing. There's gotta be more to this. There's gotta. You have my heartfelt thanks for all your hard work thus far. This brings the story of the 7 mysteries of Honjo to a close. Seriously, that's it? We're just gonna be left on a cliffhanger? And who could have foreseen such a conclusion? Unfortunately, it seems the so-called mastermind was one step ahead of you. She remains hidden, even behind no evidence. Perhaps there is truly no way to stop her. However, should you find that this conclusion is not to your liking, by all means, please pursue a different path. You have done it once before, so I'm sure you already know how. With that, I shall be taking my leave. I have been your humble storyteller. Good night. Okay, so there is a different ending, where we don't get killed by the girl from the very, very beginning. Hmm? Huh? Oh good, you're awake. What? Are you okay? You were so rattled and confused, I thought you lost it. Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your humors off balance? Wait, what did you say? I think I've heard that before. You're the one who said it earlier, remember? Alright, that might have been it. My humors were off balance. What, back there? You ended up like that because of your humors? Yeah. I've heard that at this age, your humors being even a little bit off can be fatal. I'm glad you're back to normal now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble. But I really don't remember what happened. Sounds like what happened to me. Maybe this place is dangerous somehow. What? Are you backing out? Yeah. It just doesn't feel safe to me. And I'm worried about you. Let's call it off today's investigation. Come on. I just started feeling back to normal too. Nope, not happening. Go home. I'll even pay for your cab fare, okay? I ended up having to force a still protesting Yoko into a taxi. Even then, she still wouldn't stop complaining. So to place her, I promised to search the park on my own for a little while longer. Oh, that's right. So that's why I completely forgot about her. She did get the curse. Wait, what? I need a topic that'll keep him talking. My best bet would be... Before I give you my curse stone, I want to know who you are. I need to know if I can trust you. A reasonable enough concern? Very well. I'm an associate of the great sorcerer Sugen Gamyoto. Sugen Gamyoto? Indeed. You must have heard of him. I believe he was recently featured in a certain magazine. Your unfortunate companion there came seeking his console not a few days ago. It was from her that I learned your name. I thought she would have mentioned me to you, but it seems that was presumptuous of me. And when did this happen? Why, just 2 or 3 days ago. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not buying that. He knows I don't know who he is, so he's just trying to feed me a story. I've only known Yoko for a month, but she never mentioned going to see some mystic. Although it is Yoko we're talking about here, so it's hard to say for sure. I hope that's enough to convince you that my hands are more than trustworthy. Nope. I shouldn't look away from him. How do I know it wasn't you who killed Yoko with your curse? Mr. Okiie, if you are hoping to trick me into revealing whether I possess a curse stone, I assure you, you cannot. It is your curse stone that was responsible for, Mr. Okiie, no matter what you might tell yourself. That doesn't make sense. I only found this after Yoko died. Oh? Don't play dumb. I know you're the one who did this. Whether you chose to believe me is your prerogative, but you are mistaken. But you should know that multiple curses awaken at once at the stroke of midnight. There are many other curses in Honjo, and many other curse bearers. Is it not premature of you to assume that I am the one responsible? Wait, so you're saying that at midnight, a bunch of people became curse bearers? There's no point in continuing this conversation. For all I know, he could be telling me anything. Why are you so convinced it was my curse that killed Yoko? Why, it is simply that. Huh? I do believe I just saw your companion move. She what? I best I don't look the other way, right? Wait. Huh? The hell is that? It looks like a light floating in midair. What are you doing? Did you not check on her? Oh, it got closer. Whoa, it's coming closer. Is this another one of the 7 mysteries? It looks like a will-o-wisp, maybe? Is there anything like that in the 7 mysteries? Huh? Am I supposed to touch it? Oh hey, look at that. we got a new one. Cleansing, huh? When the body, soul, and mind of Simon Tsuchimikado have all been brought together, the rite of cleansing is activated, dispelling all rituals and curses that have previously been performed. But we could stop it right before it all began. Wait, does that mean there's a good chance that Joko could be brought back to life? Because she got killed by the curse. My. Finally, you arrived at this juncture. I expect no less from you. That would mean that you have managed to bring everything to light. Though, there is the possibility that you have wound up here by chance. Yeah, it was by chance. But before I take you any further, I must ask you a number of questions. Aw, man. But what exactly the soul, body, and mind of Simon Tsuchimikado are? Firstly, which church echo represents the soul of Simon Tsuchimikado? Yeah. Alright, the answer is the beckoning light. Because that one uses the curse bearer's curse stone against them. So that seems like it, from what we were talking about his Simon's powers earlier. Yes, that is it exactly. After his defeat at the hands of Ashino in the Honjo incident, Simon wandered about near Honji. The form of his curse echo changed over time with the legend he left behind. This is the curse echo which was acquired by Mayu Chozawa. But when called forth by Simon's body and mind, it appeared momentarily before him. Let us continue. Who served as the self of Simon Tsuchimikado? Who was his body, his descendant who carried his blood in their veins? It was Shogo. Correct again. Although Shogo Okiie was born to be an ordinary family, the blood of a distant relative ran thick in their veins. But yeah, because the only reason I know that Shogo was very important was the fact that, okay, Yoko had the curse stone, but when she died, her curse stone got revealed to him. And not only that, after Shogi died, Miyo mentioned that he had an exceptional amount of power. Even though she never saw his body, the mark that he left behind in the parking lot goes to show that he was very powerful. And again, Simon's family, it split, of course. We know of two other families, but Shogo definitely had to be one of them. And not only that, very skilled. So that was a good little hint. Like I said, when it comes to storytelling, every little bit of detail in the story has to lead to something. Unless it's a red herring, then that's just to throw people off. But it usually explained like later down the road. Other than that, if for some reason there's information and they never once cover it, then that kind of hurts the author, because they didn't plan on finishing it, or they had plans but could never really fully reach the storyline the way they wanted it. So it's very hard trying to write and all of that, keep track of all your own thoughts. But in this case, the way they've written this story, if they did such an amazing job, there's no way that all these details have been left at a cliffhanger. At least none that I've come to notice up until now. So either way, that's why I had to pick Shogo. In truth, the same is true for Yoko Fukanawa. Oh, okay. So yeah, I could definitely see that too. She was also one who had the blood of a distant relative coursing through her vein. In her case, it was Ashino. Hey, look at that! From the very beginning, it's always been those two. Simon and Ashino, fated to meet again all these hundreds of years later. Oh damn, we're arch nemesis then. That means we could have never been together. Oh, there's no happy ending for us then. Aww. Now, for my final question. Who is the mind of Simon Tsuchimikado? Tell me the name of the person whose consciousness was directly tied to this. Okay, now this is the thing I mentioned in a previous video, was the fact that where the Yin scroll, and where the ones going into each of these people's storylines, not only observing and making them choose certain situations that, like when we got rid of the lighter, when it came to Haru. And then not only did we tell Shogi, we told everyone else that was related, that met with Haru, that was in danger of being cursed by her, to set the lighter. And then when it came to Yato, we turned off the volume so we wouldn't be able to hear his curse. And I know I said this, I went into a long spiel about this, like I am right now, that where this stone, the one that's supposed to cleanse and get rid of all the other curses that we're talking about right now, where the one going in and out. So that means that the mind of Simon. So that means it's me. This entire time, it's been us. Oh, I see. You believe it to be night. Are you saying you believe it to be yourself? Are you certain? Yes, you are correct. Finally, you have remembered. That's right, you are. Simon's consciousness, awoken by the curses and the rite of resurrection. However, having lost your memories, you forgot about the duty assigned to you. This is, if I may say so, where I played my part, guiding you through the events of this story. As your consciousness was all that was left of you, you manipulated time and space by way of the story chart, jumping from vessel to vessel, and manipulated your host's actions by whispering commands into their ears. In doing so, you were able to get the full picture of what needed to be done. But at one point, while still unconscious, you managed to remember your duty. The so-called mastermind behind these events, the one who awakened the rite and the curses, was Yoko Fukunaga, descendant of Ashino herself. You unconsciously activated your curse and killed her. Oh, that explains it. So the Whispering Canal wasn't your curse that killed her, because there was no way, because we got that after she died. So we just, through Shogi, we activated a curse. That explains it. How interesting that she awakened Simon's consciousness at the same time as the curses. Oh, so that's who she saw. Okay, that's all making so much sense at this point as we continue into this. That was the one and only time she could have stopped. But due to your influence on Shogo Okie's will, Yoko Fukunaga was brought back to life. Using the story chart to undo her death led you to believe that it was the work of the Rite of Resurrection itself. But as it turns out, seeing what would transpire if the mastermind was not killed at the outset is what ultimately revealed the way to put an end to the curses for good. There were certain things which would have answered all your questions had you noticed them. For example, even while under your control, Shogo Okiie willingly used this curse. When I asked you early on how many Shoki Okiie had killed, this is what I meant. Had you not used the curse, Shogo Okiie would have done so of his own accord. Furthermore, Mayo Chozawa was able to recall information which only you knew. She was able to do this because she was connected to you through her curse echo, the beckoning light. Now, allow me to ask you one last question. If you, knowing all that you know now, had the ability to resurrect one life, what would you do? I wouldn't want it. Oh, I see. That was Simon's original intention. I apologize for leaving that out of the options when I first asked you this question. Now, it is time to bring things to a close. Upon your arrival here, the rite of cleansing was activated, dispelling all other rituals and curses. Look upon the fruit of your efforts, and then we shall leave this world behind for good. Thank you, truly, for all the work you have done. We did it! We did it, everyone! Well, that's what happened? I can't believe it. I finally understand. Yeah. I was the one who did that to Yoko. The blood of the Onmyoji that's inside me broke into my consciousness and gave me that curse. Yoko was after the Rite of Resurrection. She was the one who awakened the curses of the Seven Mysteries and cast the Feast of Shadows. And the only way to stop all of it was to put a stop to her here. Otherwise, the rite of cleansing might have been negated too. Wonder how much of it was really her doing all those things. Yoko. I guess that explains why I felt like it was fate when this all started. Though, she didn't seem to notice. I guess things were always destined to end like this from the moment we met. Wish we could have met under different circumstances. No point in thinking like that now. I need a drink. I'm thinking, a Moscow Mule? Or 2? Or 3? And we nonchalantly just leave her there. Ma'am? What is it? Just a dream. It seems that it was all just a dream. I dreamt that there was such a thing as the Rite of Resurrection. Just a dream. I'm sorry to say it, but there isn't. Right. Of course not. But even if there is no such thing, I promise you that I will get to the bottom of the kidnapping. In fact, I've happened to find a very important lead from over a year ago. Something that's evaded our reach until now. An eyewitness from the scene of the kidnapping. I see. Yeah, they are definitely gonna get the info that she's been looking to know. Hey, Susumi's alive. He didn't die. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the hell is this? The medical unit told me to get down here. What happened? As I was looking into Yoshimi's death at the former Yasuda Gardens, another body was discovered at a different park in the area. Could they be related? It looks like it, but... Excuse me. We found this among the victim's belongings. Thought you'd want to know. What's this? What the hell? Boss, look what was in the female victim's address book. Yoshimi's phone number and photo. What? And the picture. There's an X drawn on it, and a bunch of weird symbols, and a hole where his heart would be. No. You think, could this be some of the curse or something? How many times do I have to tell you not to try to connect everything to the occult? Damn it, is this a Nakagoshi case after all? What was that, boss? Don't worry about it. Make sure you put that photo into evidence. There's no doubt this is related to Yoshimi. Make sure you do a thorough sweep of the area. I'm gonna make a phone call. Got it. Leave it to me. Spend as long as you want on the phone. Mio, it turns out Michio really did die in an accident. Yeah. If we ask around, we might be able to get a little more information. I guess there never really was such a thing as a rite of resurrection. But I did feel like there was a spirit watching over us. Damn it, why? Nothing's happening. But now my contract won't be. No. I should never have believed in this blasted record of fates. And no more funny for you. Sucks. To all of you watching from far, far away, the rite of resurrection has never existed. Not in any world, nor in any time. So I ask you to take the life you hold and move boldly forward, one step at a time. Richard, he was out. Do you want to question him? Hang on, Ario. I want to get enough evidence for a search warrant. Let him go for now, and I'll follow him. The kidnapper? Yes, I'm the one who did it. So please, help me. She's always following me. I'm so sorry, Michio. I had no idea. What? Hajime was killed by this Yoko Fukunaga? How can that be? He wasn't the kind of guy who could just be picked off like that. You know that. Yeah. And boss is hiding something. There seems to be some kind of secret hidden in Hajime's family tree. Let me see if I can find out what it is. I heard you would be absent today. Is there something you need? Well, I seem to have this spirit sense thing all of a sudden. You know, it's the sort of thing a chairwoman doesn't approve of, so I thought I'd mention it. You could have called. Didn't think you were the standoffish type. I had to find out from Iwa. Oops, sorry. I forgot all about my fair chief inspector. The hell are you planning? Nothing so heinous as you're thinking. I'm only Makoto Ashimiya after all. Nothing but a lowly janitor. How are things with you? You getting along with your daughter? Are you becoming friends? Well, you know, more or less. Okay, well, there you guys have it. The end. The one where we all live, except for Yoko, unfortunately. But hey, that's what she gets for starting all of this. But what do you guys think? In my opinion, this was amazing. Yes, there were a lot of times where this game really tested my patience. And I mean really, really tested my patience. I don't know exactly how much time I spent trying to figure out, certain things here and there, trying to read, having to go online and look up the fact that I had to turn down the volume. Of all things, I had to literally turn down the settings just so a curse wouldn't get to me. But still, the fact that we had to go ahead and do that was very interactive in my opinion. That made this game special in its own way. So yes, this is definitely one of my favorite games at this that's going to be added onto my list of games that, although I'm pretty sure I don't think I want to play again for a while as of now. But what an amazing story. They should really know how to tell a storyline. And not only that, get you hooked, and how they included that, information from one storyline into another's. It also made things so confusing, like there were so many things trying to remember all of, you try to remember this so you can then use it on this side of the storyline. And then this little information from this storyline goes to C, and then C, the information you find in C can go to A and D. I'm like, what the hell? But that's the way this game works, right? Yeah. That's how these games go. And honestly, this is kind of like the first time I played a game that was like this. I've played other visual storylines on my own, but I don't think I've ever played a game that was this broad, this big, and so confusing. And I'm really happy that I did. What do you guys think? Was this an amazing game, the storyline? Did I do a good job trying to voice act all these characters? Because there were times where I felt like I didn't read who it was and I used someone else's voices for them. And it just made things confusing. And all of that, of course, I'm dyslexic, so I'm pretty sure I've read words that weren't exactly what it was telling me to read. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, okay? And I'll see you in the next one.